Big win for the Dirty Birds. So you need a sub for more Falcons dubs. Go down, hit that big red subscribe button after a big 27-24 win. I am Will Scott. Welcome in to Falcons Today by Chat Sports. We are recapping a huge win for Atlanta. Pretty close to a must-win game today, and they got the job done 27-24 over the Chicago Bears. Came down to the final minutes, but Atlanta prevails at home to improve to 5-6 on the season. Again, the final score 27-24. Marcus Mariota 13 of 20, 103 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. Cordarrelle Patterson, 10 carries, 52 yards, and a kick return touchdown. Kyle Pitts was the leading receiver, believe it or not. 3 receptions, 43 yards. Meanwhile, for Chicago, Justin Fields, you limit him a little bit. Still got 85 rushing yards, 153 passing yards. David Montgomery went for 67 yards and a touchdown. And then Darnell Mooney, 4 receptions for 29 yards. As we take a look at Mariota's stat sheet here, the Falcons quarterback, who, of course, has been under scrutiny the last couple weeks. And a lot of people, after that horrendous showing in Carolina on Thursday Night Football 10 days ago, wanted head coach Arthur Smith to make a switch. He said after the Carolina game that was not going to happen. He said earlier this week that was not going to happen. So, look, Mariota did not lose this game for the Falcons, but he also did not win this game for the Falcons. 131 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, 13 carries, 25 rushing yards for Mariota. I'm going to stick to my point from earlier this week. I'm going to stick to the take that Mariota needs to be benched. But I want to hear from you. Grade Mariota's performance. Type A, B, C, D, or F down in the comments section. Look, I think Arthur Smith's thinking here is the Falcons want to be a run-first team, and Mariota might be more of a dual threat, than Desmond Ridder. But still, 13 carries, 25 yards. You're not doing much on the ground if you're Mariota. So go down the comment section. I would say a C+. Again, he did not lose this game for Atlanta, but he certainly did not win this game. But Cordarrelle Patterson probably won this game for Atlanta. That kick return touchdown in the second quarter was huge. And with that kick return touchdown, which was 103 yards, it set the NFL record for most career kick return touchdowns. How about that? Cordarrelle Patterson making history today in the ATL with his 9th kick return touchdown of his NFL career. So happy to have this guy back. We're going to get into more on Patterson in a second. First, I want to shout out Established Titles for sponsoring today's show. It's a fun and novel way to preserve the natural woodlands of Scotland while helping global reforestation efforts. It's a project based on a historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lairds or lords and ladies in English. Title packs give you at least 1 square foot of dedicated land. We're flying over my land as we speak, with a unique plot number on a private estate in Edelston, Scotland, and an official certificate with a crest. We plant a tree with every order and work with global charities, One Tree Planted and Trees for the Future, to support global reforestation efforts. You could officially include the title Lord or Lady on your credit card, plane tickets, dating profiles, etc. It makes for a great last-minute gift. And the first 200 people purchasing a title pack using my link will effectively be next to my plot so we can build a Chat Sports kingdom and a Falcons Today kingdom over there in Scotland. Makes for a great last-minute gift, like I said. And with the holidays coming up, they're taking care of you because they're running a massive early Black Friday sale right now with discounts up to 80% off. Plus, if you go to that link right there, establishedtiles.com/chat, and use promo code chat, you can save an extra 10%. That's the link, promo code chat. That link, that promo code, going to be in the comments and the description of this video. But again, makes for a great gift. Could be a white elephant gift, a Secret Santa gift as well. Let's talk about Younghoe Koo, man. He's been great. This is what he's done this season, 16 of 20 field goals. But he did make that go-ahead field goal with a little over a minute on the clock. 1:47 left. Made a go-ahead 53-yard field goal to give the Falcons the lead and ultimately the win. So Younghoe Koo, I mean, a 53-yard field goal, that's not a chip shot. So give a lot of credit to Koo. He gets the job done again. Taking a look at Justin Fields' stat line here. So Fields had a decent day. 153 yards passing, 1 passing touchdown, 1 interception, 85 rushing yards on 18 carries, 1 rushing touchdown. Now, some people might look at that and say, yeah, the Falcons defense could have done a little bit better containing Fields. Sure. But you got to keep in mind that Fields, not too long ago, 2 weeks ago against Miami, set the quarterback rushing record for most rushing yards in a game by a quarterback, and then goes for 147 yards the next week. So the Falcons did not allow that many yards compared to what Fields has done the last couple weeks. So if you'd have told me coming in that Fields was going to be held to 85 rushing yards, I think I would have taken it if I was Atlanta. Rashaan Evans had a lot to do with that, man. He has been fantastic this year for Atlanta. Led the team again in tackles. It feels like every single time I look at a Falcons box score, Evans is leading the team in tackles. He did so again today. Now, are you happy with the Falcons defense? Type Y for yes, type in for no down in the comments section. Go down, let me know. The defense was okay. The defense, kind of like Mariota, did not necessarily win the Falcons this game, but also did not lose them the game. As we do take a look here at the updated NFC South standing, So the Bucs were off this week. They remain at the top of the division at 5-5, but that is how big this win is for Atlanta. You would have been 4-7 right down there with the Saints. Instead, you are just half a game back of Tampa Bay here in the division. The Saints did beat the defending champ Los Angeles Rams in New Orleans. The Panthers, meanwhile, losing in Baltimore, so they fall to 3-8. They're pretty much out of the race at this point. Saints have an outside chance, but the Bucs remain right there in the division with this win. And that Patterson kick return, as I said earlier, was huge. I mean, that really turned around this game for Atlanta. They're trailing 17-7. Fields looking great. The Bears have all the momentum, and that really got the Falcons back on track. That kick return touchdown in the second quarter ended up being a tie game at halftime, and then the Falcons get the job done in the end, winning 27-24 to keep their NFC South hopes very much alive, just half a game back of Tampa Bay, with a long way to go here. They got 6 games left. What's your one-word reaction to the win? Go down in the comments section. Let me know. What's your one-word reaction to this win? It's needed. That'd be my one word. They got the win. They needed the win, and they got the win. As we do take a look here at the remaining schedule for the Falcons, you go to Washington next week. That's not going to be an easy game. The Commanders are playing really good football right now. Blew out the Houston Texans today in H-Town, but they're 6-5 now. There's no excuse for losing the Steelers at home. You should win that game. Then you get the bye in Week 14, very, very late bye this year. Saints in New Orleans Week 15. Yeah, it might be tough because you're in New Orleans. That's still a game that you should win. You're better than the Saints right now. And then Week 16, you go to Baltimore. Week 17, you host the Cardinals. And then Week 18, you host the Bucs. So I would not be surprised if the division came down to that game right there, the winner of that Week 18 matchup between the Falcons and the Bucs. But still, a very big win for the Falcons today, just a half game back of Tampa Bay in the division after a 27-24 victory over Chicago.